Welcome to the first Mitchell Village of Moorhead City podcast, where we want to connect people, get people's voices out there, and talk about issues in our neighborhood, in Mitchell Village, of course. My name is Judah McNeil, and I'm here with Ray Furnham. Would you say you are, I would say you're the mayor of the Mitchell Village of Moorhead City Facebook page.
No, sir. No, sir. This gift was inherited by our founder, Tina, who's unfortunately no longer here with us, but she has some great ideas. And, actually started this Mitchell Village website, this group here with just about, I believe it's about 600 members now. I love it. We see other neighborhoods that have Facebook groups, but it's a great way for our little neighborhood, our little community to connect with each other and share information and make it better.
Absolutely. And so in doing this podcast, we put on the Facebook page that we were going to have the podcast, and we had a few people sound off. Were there a few things that you wanted to talk about, Ray?
I do. I get a lot of the folks in the neighborhood direct message me or get in touch with me about certain issues. And it's a lot of great ideas. Overall, just, everyone's busy, but definitely want to try to stay on top of some of these items and create more community engagement. This group's for.
Okay.
But yeah, I have a lot of things I'd like to discuss. One thing in particular, there's been discussion for a while now about a neighborhood watch program. And we have right now about 11 people, including myself, that have shown interest in that. The only probably, there's some steps to take. While we could still do it with a small 11-person group, we only have just a quarter of the neighborhood covered right now. So if you anywhere from Rochelle to Bryan, you live in that area, you want to be a part of this, reach out. Let me know if you're interested, and we'll see what we can do with that.
Where are the places that we're missing right now? You're saying more on that side, more towards Bryant is where we have some holes?
Yeah, just about half of the neighborhood. And, we see not much, but every now and then behavior that we're not too fond of towards that side, especially once and if new construction kicks off of Bryan. Construction sites are notorious for thefts and all the other bad things. So.
Yeah. Well, what exactly would it entail? What would we need to do? If I wanted to join the neighborhood watch, what would be the steps to join? And then would I have to do as a neighborhood watch participant?
Great question. So the first step is, of course, try to gather as many volunteers as possible, right? We want to have that coverage for the entire neighborhood. At least a house or two on every street would be great. After that, once we do have enough volunteers, there's tons of local resources out there via online. Moorhead City Police Department has materials. We would kind of go from there and gather up, come up with a plan, essentially, using those materials. It's just an extra set of eyes, really. We're not going to be out patrolling streets or anything like that. Just an extra set of eyes.
The only thing we need to do if we want to be part is raise our hand. Maybe we have to tell you either on the Facebook page or in person.
There's a post on the group site pertaining to that. If you are interested, I can pin that post to the top of the page. So when you go on the page, it should be right there.
Okay. Yeah. Let's revive that discussion. That'd be good. Also on the docket for discussion, I see some posts on the Facebook page about Easter coming up. And I think people are gearing up, excited about doing another egg hunt.
And it looks like it's been set for April 12th, if I'm seeing it right.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome. Those that have organized that throughout the years, thank you. It's a great way to get the community involved, and the kids absolutely love it.
Yeah, I see Ashley O'Neill Perry on the Facebook page. She says, who's in for a neighborhood egg hunt? When is Easter? When do we typically do it, Ray? Do we typically do it on Easter or the week before?
I'm going to be honest with you. The ladies here have been the ones that took charge and set this up, and they do a great job at it. I'll just follow suit,
Well, how about this? I will try to get them on the podcast before the next Easter event.
Yeah, if they're interested, that'd be great.
Okay. Or at least get a soundbite and information to disseminate on the podcast Typically, we're going to do the podcast once a month at the beginning of the month. And it's kind of a roundup and point of connection. So on top of the Easter thing, you want to talk about maybe having more get-togethers in the neighborhood, right?
So before COVID hit, we did the neighborhood potluck at the park, and it was a really good turnout. It was a great way to meet new people and connect, enjoy some food. And then COVID happened. So, of course, we had to shut that down. And since then, never really picked it back up. And I've had a few people throughout the neighborhood that they would love to see that happen again. So that's something that I would definitely like to plan on doing this year. Again, if you're interested in volunteering or would like to help out, please reach out. And I'll put posts up about a lot of this. We'll do a little recap.
That's a good idea.
Couple other events that we would do annually is the neighborhood yard sale. We've had really good success with that. Organizing it, posting it to all of our local Facebook groups. I mean, cars after cars. So it's a great turnout. And it might not hurt, maybe even doing 2 different weekends. Because in the past, certain weekends, people out of town, life.
Okay. So in the past, when has the get together? Now, did you say, I don't remember if we had talked about it before or if you mentioned that it was like a pig picking?
So we did do that. It was mostly burgers and dogs, had a big pig cooker, barbecue, a whole bunch of side dishes. And of course, being a potluck, other people would bring in some dishes or drinks and everything like that. Let the kids run around at the park. You can't go wrong.
And typically be in April or May, or what are you thinking?
I believe in the past, we did it more towards the end of the year.
Oh, I see.
But, I'm not set in stone on any particular date.
Be more of a fall event.
That'd probably be better.
Typically in Moorhead is probably a good time to get everybody here. Like you're saying, some people are out of town, that kind of thing. And in the fall, it seems like everybody sort of comes back after vacation and is looking for a little something to do.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
A couple of things I would like to mention. We were doing that monthly cover photo contest, and I'm sorry I've been slacking on that. Definitely want to pick that back up. It's really cool to see some of you guys and some of the art of your pictures here. So definitely want to pick that back up. Those of you that know me, I'm big into Christmas. If you don't know who I am or where I live, I got it going on during Christmas here on Florida Avenue. It's near and dear to my heart. So one thing, I've seen some of these towns, not Moorhead, do Christmas light contests. So that's something that I would personally like to do, even if it's just for our neighborhood. So I'm going to throw that out there. More details to come once we get closer to that time of year. Along with that is maybe Halloween decoration contest. A lot of you are pretty good at that.
And of course, whenever we do these things like Easter and Halloween, I would love to help get people's addresses on a shared map in the Facebook page so that we know who's participating.
I'll tell you what, your map for your Halloween map years back, that helped me. We got a big neighborhood. And those that don't have golf carts can put some steps in now. It's a great way to kind of pinpoint such a large area of who's participating.
One thing that has come up is, when did people start using golf carts in this area? Because growing up in Mitchell Village, I never saw any golf carts. And when I came back, as an adult, all of a sudden I have to contend with them on the road. Do you know, has it always been like that since you've been in the neighborhood?
I've seen more over the past, I would say 5 years than I have, since then. We used to have one, got rid of it. Now I wish I had it back just for Halloween. I mean, that's great. Right?
Yeah.
Kids give up walking, give you 10-pound bags of candy to hold on to. Got to drag them and the candy bag. So,
unless you had anything else you want to talk about, I did have a few things that came up.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, well, Michael Weaver on the post, the post that we did on Facebook, that he would like to talk specifically about Maryland Avenue, how the roads are sort of falling apart, particularly the sidewalks, and says that it's hard for just anybody who walks regularly around in that area to go through. Now, what, you know where he's talking about?
I believe I have a general idea.
Yeah.
The sidewalk, now credit, Moorhead has done some improvements. There are still some areas, but If they don't know, they can't fix it. So that's something that we can reach out to the town about to see if they have any funding for those improvements. But I've personally seen someone fall on that sidewalk, get hurt. It's just uneven, but over time. But again, if no one knows about it, they can't fix it. So
Yeah, well, I'm glad Michael brought it up then.
I know who to contact with the town of Moorhead, so I'll be happy to reach out to them and follow up on that.
Oh, that'd be
see if they have any funding
great.
for improvements.
Awesome. All right. Well, and in the future, if there's anything, should we just contact you, or what would be the best way, the quickest way?
The quickest way is contact the town yourself.
Yeah.
All that information is on their website. Depending on what the situation is, it's pretty easy to navigate and get in touch with the right people.
Absolutely. Okay. Let's see. Well, was there anything else I was looking to? Oh, one of the things I wanted to talk about, Ray, was that one thing that may be able to help maybe even our podcasting is, what do you think about maybe starting a Mitchell Village or creating a Mitchell Village website to go along with our Mitchell Village Facebook and podcast?
Oh, buddy, I want to know where to start. That's your forte.
I think
if I could support you, I definitely will.
All right. Well, I'll see about getting that done so that it'd be a nice little trifecta of online presence, as we have sound, Facebook, I guess that's visual, and a website.
And that might be, we got a lot of people in this neighborhood that are not on Facebook. So it'd be another great way to communicate with people that aren't on social media.
That's right. Well, what would be I guess while we were talking, I was thinking what would be great to put on the website would be a page devoted to all the different submissions. So the picture submissions, the candidates. And then maybe at the top you have all the winners, and then you go a little bit lower and it's all with permission. Kind of like a gallery.
Sure. I mean, I'd be more than happy to support your efforts in that.
All right. Well, if any of you that are listening have any comments or suggestions or criticisms, even, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, as we're going to be posting this, of course, in the Facebook page, pin it at the top, and let us know if a website would be something that you think would be useful. And of course, comment about any of these things we're talking about.
Judah, I would like to thank you and everyone else that contribute to the page and provides information and events. Thank you. It's very much appreciated.
Absolutely. A few of those people, we've got Sarah Ray Lawrence, Sherry Griffin Smith, Donna Spinner Ludden, and of course, I always love seeing Pastor Carl. He's great. He's always participating. It's good to have a church in our community.
Absolutely. Shout out to Jan Willis for providing us with all of Moorhead City updates.
All right. Excellent. Oh, yeah, that's right. About, I did see that about things that are going on in town hall type thing.
She keeps us on track here.
Appreciate that. Okay. And unless there's anything else, we just want to wish you a wonderful month, and I guess it would be the rest of the month of March. We'll podcast again at the beginning of April.
All right. Thanks, Judah.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too.